On June 14, 2025, Seattle-Tacoma International Airport faced a major security scare that would leave a lasting mark on everyone present. A direct threat against an Alaska Airlines flight forced an immediate shutdown, stranding thousands of travelers and halting airport operations in an instant. What started as a routine Saturday morning for passengers and staff quickly spiraled into chaos, as confusion and fear spread through the terminals. Emergency vehicles swarmed the airfield, their flashing lights confirming travelers' worst fears and signaling that this was no ordinary disruption. The airport's runways closed abruptly, and confusion spread rapidly as announcements echoed through the terminals, leaving many unsure of what to do next. For those on the targeted flight, fear was palpable. For others, anxiety and uncertainty took over as they waited for updates, hoping for reassurance. Social media buzzed with rumors and speculation as the situation unfolded, with passengers and their loved ones desperate for information and clarity. The incident highlighted the delicate balance of security in modern air travel, where every decision can have far-reaching consequences for safety and efficiency. It also showed how quickly a single threat can disrupt a complex system, grounding flights and leaving thousands in limbo for hours. Authorities and crew sprang into action, following strict protocols and working together to ensure everyone's safety while trying to restore order. The shutdown tested the resilience and patience of everyone at SeaTac, from exhausted travelers to overworked airport staff. This story is more than a delayed flight. It's a case study in aviation security, crisis management, and the human response to uncertainty. We'll break down the timeline, the emergency response, and the lessons learned from this extraordinary day, examining how every second counted. The events at SeaTac remind us of the constant vigilance required to keep our skies safe, and the importance of preparation in the face of the unexpected. The chaos began on Alaska Airlines Flight 2123, a routine morning departure bound for Walla Walla. What started as an ordinary day for passengers and crew would soon spiral into a situation no one could have predicted. 68 passengers and 4 crew members were settling in, stowing their bags and buckling up as the plane taxied for takeoff. The hum of conversation and the clatter of carry-ons filled the cabin, with everyone expecting just another short flight. Suddenly the calm was shattered. A passenger, visibly agitated, made a direct and alarming threat to a flight attendant, sending a ripple of fear through the nearby rows. The exact words remain undisclosed, but officials later confirmed the threat was both serious and credible, enough to trigger immediate action. The flight attendant acted without hesitation, quickly alerting the cockpit and relaying the gravity of the situation. Inside the cockpit, the pilots faced a critical decision: how to protect everyone on board and prevent a potential disaster, all while remaining calm under pressure. They halted the plane on a remote taxiway, far from the terminal and other aircraft, isolating the threat and minimizing risk to others. The priority was clear: contain the threat, keep the airport safe, and ensure no one else was put in harm's way. Air traffic control was notified immediately, triggering a full-scale emergency response that mobilized security, police, and airport staff. The threat was not vague, it was specific, targeted, and could not be ignored. Security teams knew they had to act fast. Within moments, Flight 2123 became the epicenter of a rapidly escalating security crisis, drawing the attention of the entire airport. The pilots' quick thinking set off a chain reaction across the airport, as emergency protocols snapped into place and teams coordinated their response. Investigators kept details secret, withholding information from the public to avoid copycat incidents and to protect the integrity of the investigation. The lives of everyone on board, and the operations of a major airport, hung in the balance as uncertainty and anxiety spread. What was routine just moments before had become a high-stakes emergency, with every second counting and every decision under scrutiny. The professionalism and training of the crew would soon be put to the ultimate test as they worked together to keep everyone safe. The next steps, carefully coordinated between the cockpit, cabin, and ground teams, would determine the outcome for all involved. As the airport braced for a long, tense afternoon, the world watched and waited to see how the crisis aboard Flight 2123 would unfold. The flight crew's response was immediate and precise, a testament to their rigorous training and professionalism. In the face of an unexpected emergency, every second counted, and the crew wasted none. The captain and first officer acted in perfect coordination, stopping the aircraft swiftly and following their emergency protocols to the letter. Their calm demeanor set the tone for the entire cabin. By creating a buffer zone and isolating the plane from the terminal and other runways, they minimized risk to everyone on board and on the ground. Inside the cabin, flight attendants moved quickly to keep passengers calm and informed. They provided clear instructions, reassured anxious travelers, and worked to avoid panic, even as uncertainty loomed. The crew balanced transparency with reassurance, projecting confidence and control in a tense moment. Their ability to communicate effectively helped maintain order and trust. Pilots secured the cockpit, maintained constant communication with air traffic control, and relayed critical updates to the cabin crew. Every action was deliberate and focused on safety. The aircraft became a secure holding area, with doors closed and passengers seated as they awaited law enforcement's arrival. The crew's vigilance ensured no further escalation. Every move was methodical, ensuring accurate information reached emergency responders outside. The crew's coordination with ground teams was seamless. The crew's professionalism was the crucial link between the incident and the ground response, bridging the gap between the unfolding situation and those ready to help. Alaska Airlines later praised their actions as textbook crisis management, highlighting the importance of preparation and teamwork in aviation safety. Their calm under pressure contained a dangerous situation, preventing chaos and ensuring everyone's safety. The first phase of the emergency ended with a stable handoff to police and the FBI, thanks to the crew's careful planning and execution. The crew's training and composure made all the difference, turning a potentially chaotic event into a controlled and safe outcome. Their actions set the stage for a safe resolution, allowing passengers to disembark under supervision and with confidence. In moments like these, preparation is everything. The countless hours spent in training rooms and simulations paid off when it mattered most. The crew's leadership and unity were a model for the industry, showing how dedication and teamwork can turn crisis into triumph. As the pilots relayed the emergency, ground teams sprang into action. Port of Seattle police, trained for aviation crises, rushed to the aircraft's location. Fire and rescue units followed, their vehicles racing across the tarmac. The plane was quickly surrounded, securing the area and preventing movement. Police established contact with the crew, confirming the threat and identifying the suspect. Negotiators prepared for any scenario, while the FBI joined the response. The FBI's expertise in counterterrorism and aviation security was vital. Local and federal agencies worked seamlessly, highlighting the seriousness of the threat. The suspect was taken into custody without incident. Officers boarded the plane, ensuring everyone's safety. With the suspect removed, the immediate danger passed. The focus shifted to investigation and evidence gathering. The aircraft became a crime scene, and the long process of interviews began. The coordinated response ensured a safe outcome for all. With the suspect detained, attention turned to safely deplaning the passengers and crew. Authorities instructed everyone to leave belongings behind for a thorough search. Passengers, anxious and confused, were guided onto buses and taken to a secure terminal area. Each person was interviewed as a key witness and underwent additional security screening. Alaska Airlines provided support and updates as the process unfolded. Passengers showed patience, understanding the need for strict security. Once cleared, they were rebooked or given alternate transportation. The ordeal on the tarmac ended, but the investigation was just beginning. The incident's impact rippled across the airport. 2 of 3 runways shut down, slashing capacity and halting movement. The FAA issued a ground stop, freezing flights bound for Seattle at their origins. Departure boards filled with delays and cancellations. Terminals became crowded with stranded travelers, frustration mounting. Staff worked to manage crowds and provide updates. Only 1 runway remained open, handling a fraction of normal traffic. Air traffic controllers juggled priorities, creating long queues and holding patterns. The disruption spread far beyond Seattle, affecting flights across the region. The interconnectedness of air travel was on full display. The airport's usual rhythm was replaced by uncertainty and waiting. The ground stop triggered a cascade of delays and diversions. Flights ready to depart were stuck at gates or on taxiways for hours. Inbound flights circled or diverted to other airports like Portland and Spokane. Airlines scrambled to rebook passengers and arrange ground transportation. At least 6 flights were canceled outright, stranding travelers overnight. The domino effect rippled through airline networks, especially Alaska Airlines. Delays and cancellations spread nationwide, not just in Seattle. For many, travel plans were upended with little warning. The incident showed how a single threat can disrupt thousands of journeys. Recovery would take hours, if not days. With the crisis contained, investigators took over. The aircraft was declared a crime scene and searched for evidence. Forensic teams combed the cabin, cockpit, and cargo hold. The suspect's identity was withheld as authorities probed motives and background. Passengers and crew were interviewed to reconstruct the timeline. Details of the threat remained secret to prevent copycats and protect the case. The investigation focused on understanding the suspect's intent and ensuring future safety. Federal charges loomed, given the seriousness of the crime. The outcome could shape future security protocols. The full story would emerge only after a thorough investigation. For now, authorities worked methodically to ensure justice and learn from the event. The SeaTac incident is a sobering reminder of aviation's vulnerability. One person's actions disrupted an entire airport and thousands of lives. Despite advanced security, the human element remains unpredictable. Yet the response was a success. Protocols worked, and no one was harmed. The crew, police, and FBI acted swiftly and professionally. For travelers, it's a lesson in the importance of vigilance and cooperation. Security measures may be inconvenient, but they are essential. The event will inform future training and protocols worldwide. In aviation, safety is a continuous journey, not a destination. The empty runways at SeaTac spoke volumes about the stakes of keeping our skies secure.